Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to Daily Reset, where a new chapter of your life starts with us. Now, on this program, as usual, we have a very special guest and a very special topic that we picked just for you to know and understand. But before that, how about we take our usual break, and we'll be right back after this. Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back again after that short break. And today we have Dr. Rania, who's going to talk about a very specific topic, which is about what is it about? Cancer prevention, awareness, early detection, and healthy living. Sorry, just a technical difficulty right over there. So, hello and welcome to the show, Dr. Rania. And how are you?
Good. Thank you for having me.
So, how's your day? How's the weather?
The weather is beautiful now, right?
It is actually. Yeah, we're entering now winter. Picnics are now everywhere. You'll see people like popping out everywhere, just sitting on a piece of land and just like having their own casual picnic, Arabic picnic way.
That's nice. Not bad.
Right. So, first thing on the plate, why is cancer prevention a topic that matters to you personally?
It's very personal and it's very public at the same time because it's cancer prevention or awareness start with something called patient advocacy.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize what patient advocacy until I started to seek information about prevention.
Okay.
So it's something important for me because it started with me trying to find, I call it the truth-finding mission for my own circle of friends and family, and then it got broader and broader before I know it.
All right. So in general, what does prevention actually mean in simple terms?
So prevention, as the word suggests, but since we are talking about cancer prevention, let me take a step back and say worldwide, the pillars of cancer control are four.
Okay.
It starts with prevention, which means, and I'm getting into this definition, it's preventing or trying to do things that are proactively getting you a little bit away from getting any disease, cancers included. So as the word suggests, prevention. But I would add just proactively, trying to do what it takes to prevent it as long as you know what are the risk factors.
Sure.
If that was not possible, then we move to the second pillar, which is called early detection. So early detection means that we're trying to catch the cancer before it getting bigger, God forbid, through different campaigns. And if that's not possible, we go to the third pillar, which is diagnosis and treatment. And then the fourth one will be palliative care. So that's in any cancer control in different countries. So as you can see, the prevention is the first pillar and the first step. So if we can really do something about prevention, it means that we will improve on the residual three.
Yeah. All right.
Cancer control.
So what are the most important screenings people should know about?
About the screening in general?
Yes.
Well, you're talking to someone who spent like over 15 years in cancer awareness, and we've big on prevention. Not that I am against early detection or screening, but if we just focus on early detection, what people should know, there are many campaigns, and I say in the bigger level, like in countrywide or citywide, there are campaigns around a specific month, like let's say October month, the breast cancer awareness, or prostate cancer in the following month to October, and early detection just thrive on this month where we raise awareness about it. So I'm trying to say people should know that they are the first defense themselves, the self-awareness. If you know yourself well, like your lifestyle, what you feel about your body and everything. So if you are the first, I would say, line of defense, it means you need to be conscious about what's happening in your daily life. Don't get into this vicious cycle, as you said, like we're having like fast-paced life. Let's focus about ourselves. If something not feeling normal, not necessarily pain or anything, just not feeling normal, and not to be too concerned, just a normal check, that's your mission. But I would get a step back and say, let's try to adopt healthier lifestyle choices because that will get us closer to prevention than moving to the screening and early detection.
So what role does knowing your family health history play in prevention?
It does, but again, I'm talking from a patient advocate point of view, not a physician point of view.
Yeah.
And there's something interesting, like if we're talking about specifically breast cancer, there's Advanced Breast Cancer Global Alliance, ABC Global Alliance organization that put forward credible, reliable information and put a lot of resources in terms of knowledge for that. So if I'm bringing this to your attention because interestingly, from the 10 goals, there is a goal about communication between oncologists, which are the cancer patients, cancer doctors, sorry, and the patients. So if you're talking from the doctor's perspective, early detection is important, and I'm not overlooking or I would say look down into early detection or anything. But from a patient advocate perspective, knowing the history of the family is power. But if we recognize that in adult cancer, 90 to 95% of the cancer causes are environmental, not inherited, knowing the family history helps in getting indication. It's not something I say always. It's not a done deal. Not because. For example, there's a history of obesity in my family. For example, I'm just giving a random example. It doesn't mean that I automatically get the obesity. And if I get the obesity, it doesn't mean necessarily it's because of a gene mutation or inherited disease. It can be the lifestyle choices that passed from generation to another. And in fact, there was a study about twin. One of them was living somewhere in Asia and one living in North America. And they are twins, so we can say like they have not identical but similar genes in the minute they got born, and then they shadowed them in their lifestyle choices. The one who was living in Asia was having healthier lifestyle, like the Japanese culture, and you know the Japanese food how it is. And someone was
most of them are like healthy. It's very fish oriented.
And vegetables,
rice and vegetables, and usually drinking a lot of tea.
And smaller proportion. And also the green tea adds to that because it's many research pointing how it is anti-cancer specifically. Consuming certain grams of green tea contribute to prevention of like 20 or 30% depending on how much grams. So that's interesting study on itself.
And then versus the person or the other sibling that's in the US, as you said, right?
Yes, and US also, it's not the homogeneous or identical states. It depends which state, and he happened to be in a state which is like heavily dependent on fat and
hamburgers
and protein. There are other states that are healthier, like Aspen, that pops to my mind. But interestingly, when they did that comparison and in terms of their health-wise, they find out that the one in Asia is perfectly healthy, healthier than his twin there, especially related to, as we said, like the family history. So their family history comes with diabetes and high blood pressure and heart diseases, which the one in the other country didn't get.
All right. Okay, how about this? Let's take another break. We'll go to a small report and we'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
All right, dear viewers, a short break and we'll be right back after this. And we're back, dear viewers, after that short break, and let's continue our topic for today, which is about cancer prevention. Now, doctor, how do daily habits like eating and exercising affect cancer risks?
It makes all the difference, but I don't like the viewers to take the impression that they should be so concerned and also not very lenient about what they get in their system.
Okay.
And I like to talk in a broader term, what you put in your system, including not only food, also your thoughts, if you are conscious about your stress levels and what you do about it. So it's a collection of factors. So really what we do in a daily life matters. And I remember something interesting when I started the advocacy. It was coincidentally was traveling to Aspen in Colorado in the States. And I visited a library, which was on the ground floor. And on the upper floor, there was a restaurant. So in the library, I had that book about healthy recipes. very simple to do. And it was done or supervised. They give the credit for 8 executive chefs for these healthy recipes, that they actually design these food regimen for patients with diabetes or with cancer. So I get fascinated by this book, and I bought it. And then I was asking about these chefs because I find one who is located in Aspen, and coincidentally, he owns the restaurants upstairs.
Wow.
But I randomly landed into that book, and I asked to meet him. And he was very kind. In a short notice, I was visiting for a week. So in 2 days, we were meeting in a lobby of one of the hotels there over a coffee. And I'm giving you this story for a simple tip by that executive chef who designed food orders for patients in cancer and diabetes and other diseases. He's like really a famous one. So I sit with him. I am a coffee person and a tea person too, occasionally. Okay. But I was having a cup of espresso with him, and there they were serving a very nice dark chocolate on the side.
Okay.
Very delicious one. I'm also like dark chocolate. It's proven to be good.
Same here. Yeah.
But without much sugar. And he had also a coffee, different type. After I finished my espresso with the chocolate, I noticed that he didn't have his chocolate. And we were like closer to the end of the conversation and what we can do for patients and things. I was picking his brain and many things. And then I wasn't shy to tell him, if you are not getting your chocolate, would you mind if I take it?
Okay.
And then he said, please take it. And when I took it, I said, maybe you judge me now. I'm a patient advocate, and I'm saying we have to have healthier lifestyle. And here I am taking
chocolate,
more intake of chocolate. And he said, no. Well, what matters, and that's actually, I'm getting to the advice, passing it to your viewers. He said, what matters is proportionally. Yeah. It's not like algorithmic, calorie sort of healthy eating.
Yeah.
Proportionally.
Micro-calculating everything that you intake and outtake and all that.
He said proportionally. If you are taking this chocolate that you just grabbed, 10% of your whole day, less than 10%, you are fine. And the residual 90 or 80%, it will be nice if you have 50% of that fresh fruits and vegetables, and the rest, majority, will be fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
You will be fine. But if your majority, like if you're 80% chocolates and fast food, you will be in a trouble.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, exactly. Like it's about portioning it in the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Another thing is that people don't understand that cancer, as you said before, that it either could be genetic or it could be things from the outer environment that we're living in, whether the air that we breathe in or the habits that we have, like from smoking to eating unhealthy stuff. All of this agitates everything in your body in a molecular level, your cells, and now you add it to that stress. Now thinking too much can also make you feel stressed and agitated and nervous, and then all of this will affect you. If it's not cancer, it's diabetes. If it's not diabetes, it will affect you mentally. All of this are all tied in the end of the day. That's why they always tell you, try to be stress-free. You will live longer, happier, and that's how life should be in the end of the day. Be happy, live longer, share that happiness with people.
Absolutely, but I recognize it's easily said than done. So what we do every day matters. And when I say even it stresses the body, even what we eat, not only what we think, stresses the body. Yeah. Like the body has its own mechanism to correct itself.
Very true.
It's a living miracle. Every day we get to sleep, and during the sleep time, the body is like the computer. Do cross-function check and repair, and then we wake up in the morning fully recovered. That what gets in this process is some habits, like staying up late. We are all guilty in that crime. Sure. Staying up late.
Well, talking about one of the crimes that you did, which is eating another piece of chocolate from the guy. So what stops people from making healthier choices, even if they know the risks?
Well, that's an excellent question, because I naively thought 15 years ago that putting before any people the right evidence-based information will be enough on its own, which is totally naive to think. Even in my own, like I'm not just talking about people. Like if I know the right thing for fact, The problem that I realized, it's something related to our nature as human. We are addicted to our habits.
Yeah.
That what we do over and over makes the habits, and habits is a routine, and it's hard to break.
And sometimes nostalgia plays a role there.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So I always say, like, to break the habit, you don't go against it, you go with it. So if I am having a habit like of, let's say I don't drink water. Water is very important. So I will not go from zero, like half a cup, to 1.5 liters overnight. It's not going to happen. So I have to introduce 1 cup.
And it's not reasonable also.
Absolutely. And let's say if someone like really love coffee a lot, and coffee intervene with quality sleep. So, and they have to take the last coffee intake 10 hours before bedtime to have a peaceful sleep.
Very true.
Recognizing that it's not going to happen, also not overnight, I will cut on coffee. It can be gradual. And so forth also for food. Healthier food, it's about accessibility, and it starts with the grocery. Back to the executive chef story.
Yeah.
He said it's not about teaching how to do certain recipe or food. It all comes to the ingredients. If the ingredients are not available, easily available, the whole recipe will be gone.
Yeah, it's very true. And accessibility these days are very easy. I mean, you have ordering apps where you can bring everything to your home and all of that. But yet people tend to still take the the wrong road or the easier road, and eating unhealthy and bad choices.
But let me say one more thing about that, because there are many documentaries now getting in the era of social media and AI, but that's documentaries, so it's like not AI generated, luckily. But it was shadowing some of the nations, like some specific county, they call it, or a city in different countries. I remember one in Italy that they were trying to go after the longevity. So they noticed that there was one village where the people there known to live over 100 years old.
Wow. Like
102, 105. So they went there and started to, like, truth-finding mission to find out what they do differently to live longer and healthier. It's not only about living longer and then being handicapped or not mobile. No, they live longer and perfectly active in long age. And they find out that everything they consume, like in terms of food, is homemade. Even the soup where they wash their hand is made from home products. So the token was that they don't add any chemicals in their system.
Yeah, no additives, no preservatives.
Additives. So I think this is something we need to think about, because again, in our campaigns, we raise awareness about the additives, like the different E, an abbreviation for colors, for preservant, for things. There are regulations. The regulatory authorities, something like the FDA in the States, is very proactive in saying this is you to process this food, this is what's safe, this is what not safe. But there's no study saying if you consume 10 different products that you exceeded this safe or not safe dose of these particular additives. So as viewers or consumers, we need to think about that. If we're having different processed food, the collection of these substances is not measured. So that the short advice is just try to cut on the chemicals, no matter what they are. And chemicals is just these additives and colors and things.
And sugar.
Sugar, of course, number one. But sugar is least evil compared to chemicals, by the way.
Very true. Okay, we'll take another break and we'll be back for more. All right?
Okay.
All right, dear viewers, another break and we'll be right back right after this. And we're back, dear viewers, after that short break, and we'll continue our topic. So, doctor, what small changes in diet or lifestyle can make a big difference in someone that is, to prevent basically cancer?
Well, that's a big statement. There is no detrimental relationship between any of the lifestyle choices and cancer.
Really?
Yes, there is no detrimental, like just to be specific.
To determine. Okay.
Yeah, to determine or cause and effect.
So it's like a collective problem,
collective,
but we cannot pinpoint which one is it.
Absolutely. And like for cigarettes, for example, they say like it's cause cancer and everything now in the labels. I followed the statistics from the 60s where promoting like
smoking in
smoking
public.
in public channels was perfectly acceptable.
I remember actually one time my dad told me that in the 60s it was a whole different era of smoking.
Absolutely.
They would smoke inside restaurants
and inside
planes, inside your workplace, outside also, and you would find everywhere. You would find ashtrays and actually outdoor ashtrays everywhere.
Absolutely, 100%.
It was crazy.
But imagine that time it was promoted everywhere, and now it's not acceptable in these public places. And also there is a label in the cigarette packet saying this is can cause cancer and everything. And guess what? If I can visualize this to your viewers, the line of the consumption of cigarettes with all types, vaping including, hookah included, everything is almost not moving, if not increasing.
Yeah, okay.
So we would think that it would significantly drop in terms of the consumers of cigarette. And that tells you, when back to your question, what we do on a daily basis, it's hard to go reverse any habit. So what we can do is to introduce something more beneficial with my whatever the daily habit, even if some of them are not optimal or not positive. Eventually the good one will crowd out the bad ones. So once I was successful in some cases and not in others to convince some people to quit smoking. It's not easy, but the ones who were actually successful in quitting, they can be the advocate. They tell the others, I feel more energized, I feel more fresh, which someone who is within this habit didn't feel. Also a similar thing for drinking water, for example. Someone always say like, I feel drained, I feel exhausted. Just changing a habit to drink water when they wake up, 1 cup or 2 cups, and then later on in the day made that difference. And there are many information about that. Some people eat more because they wanted, they have the water intake from the food without knowing. So it's not that they are hungry, they are thirsty, but they cannot tell the difference.
You know, there's something that I've learned in my years of being an athlete. Our coach always tells us, like, when I teach you a move, you do everything except that move. So you are capable of doing everything, yet you cannot do that one move that I specifically ask you. So it's the same thing when you're talking about human beings. Like, we do everything that is bad for our body, yet we cannot do that one thing that is necessary for our body. For example, like drinking water. We would replace it with coffee. We would replace it with anything that is tasteful, even fizzy drinks or whatever it is, just waking up in the morning and throughout the days. Yet,
100%.
Yet those things are made from that one thing that is necessary, which is H2O, which is water. Now, water is so important that it actually brings everything to life, as we know.
Absolutely, 100%. And so and goes forth for other factors. Also, like for trying to make an effort to eat a little bit healthier, and so forth. So there are many studies supporting that. But to your earlier question, what it takes to adopt a better lifestyle or to do the right thing, I think it takes an effort, a deliberate effort, and also association. Because when things are abstract, say like, okay, this cause this, if you eat this is not good for your body. We don't have the association. It's always the other. Like say, okay, this happens to the others, not me. God forbids it happens to anyone, but we shouldn't wait until something happens to be an alarming thing.
You don't wait until when it gets to that limit where it's irreversible or you can't go back.
Irreversible, yes. So let's work while it's reversible.
But that's the thing. Humans are not. They don't tend to like to see towards the future. They're kind of like in the now. So like when you do a problem, you do a mistake when you're a kid, and then your dad comes and shouts at you or beats in your hand lightly. That's when you start to, to be awake. And it's the same thing right now. People don't want to start, preventing things from now. You're just waiting for that light tap on the hand telling them like,
Well,
I told you so.
If you say this example, you remind me of an incident that was in my childhood that was a story that everyone says or tells in the family, and I don't believe them, but it's say like when I was 4 years old, I was trying to steal this baby aspirin, and my mom, God bless her in paradise, she did what you said, like this,
lightly tap on the hand.
light tap on the hand. This is not okay. You cannot take this medicine. It's hard. As a 4 years old.
Yeah.
And then she said, like a week later, like now this is supposed to be preventing me from doing this again. What happens is a week later, I am going to her somewhere and saying, Mama, I did that, so please do that. You reminded me, well, is that so? In my particular case, that wasn't preventing. We need a nudge. We do need seriously, nudge, yes. We need a nudge. We need a reminder. Always we need a reminder about such things. Because life is too fast and it's getting faster. I always say in my circle, time is an illusion. Yeah. So we really need to be, I think the bottom line or the key word here is being conscious, aware about ourselves.
Well, talking about that, what is your message to the dear viewers to take home today, in a sense of like, you know, if they want to overcome their fear in scheduling, like their first screening, or to basically daily reset their health, what would you give them as a last, message?
Well, I think here is there are many efforts related to early screening, so I'm not concerned that they will go if they want. And to tell you the truth is not number one priority. If I will give one advice, the first advice will be to the later part of your question, what to do in a daily life to prevent. Well, as simple as it sounds, be happy and be conscious about your health, and in terms of trying to do the right thing over and over.
It's true. So, being happy goes a long way. It's the same thing like when you eat food with no salt. Just adding a little bit of salt goes a long way.
Yes, that's very true. So I think the controlling word would be to be conscious, because if you are aware what you like, you dislike, you will be present in the moment. And even if you go about in your lifestyle choices, if you have this presence and consciousness, you will choose what's right for you. I believe in that, and there are some research again in a grocery setting, in these co-ops or groceries where you get your food. They did a study and they find out in our fast-paced life that 80% of our purchases are done without decision making. It's done because of social pressure or advertisement and elsewhere. So if we really make a decision about which one is the best to choose, I think we will choose the best one. But we just grab things because out of convenience, publicity, or social pressure, like from kids, families, like for different products. Yes.
For the sake of social media.
So we have to cleanse for that as well, and make the rational decision.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, for being with us right here in Daily Reset. We've been blessed with your answers and everything in between. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
All right, dear viewers, thank you so much for tuning with us right here at Daily Reset, where a new chapter of your life starts with us. Until next time, see you soon.